Kanye West and Donald Trump are fantastic examples of what rabid levels of certainty look like. If somebody brings a doubt to Donald Trump, he doesn't go, oh, that's a valid point. He just goes, no, that's not the case, which can be incredibly destructive and incredibly constructive, depending on where it's placed. This is something I have looked into deeply because certainty ruined my life when I was young. I was a workaholic and I was overconfident. I remember having Kanye levels of certainty, and I did not deserve Kanye levels of certainty. It wrecked me because I went in the wrong directions. When you have certainty, you will simply go farther. And so if you're pointed in the incorrect direction, having certainty will make you mess up worse. And if you are pointed in the correct direction, having certainty will make you succeed better. An example of where certainty is used technically is in boxing, in fighting in general. Conor McGregor worked directly with Tony Robbins. Jake Paul is working with Marcel Klein. He's a hypnotist. Why would somebody who's boxing want to be hypnotized? It's because I want to walk into the ring and think about nothing but winning. When you look at it logically, that is an inadvisable thing to do. This mindset stuff tends to bother intelligent people because they're like, Jake Paul could just slip to the left for a millisecond and somebody could punch him and knock him out and then he's done. He could lose at any moment. And yet what is going on in his mind is, I'm a winner, I'm a winner, I'm a winner. People just could never possibly succeed against me. Because it does things to your serotonin levels, your RAS, your reticular activation system, which is your focus. It's the thing where if somebody talks about red cars and then you go on a drive, you see more red cars. If you think about winning, you are going to focus on winning. If you think about solutions, you're going to see more solutions. If you think about problems, you're going to see more problems. Achieving balance is highly effective for survival and living a decent life, but it doesn't give you necessarily the edge of concentrated confidence. Aiming yourself in a particular direction and being just so certain of it that it's irrelevant if problems come up. Where this goes wrong is where somebody goes, oh, well, I don't want to devolve into not seeing reality clearly, so I don't want to do that. This is what Kanye's meltdowns are, is he's so confident that when he misses reality, it's very hard for him to adjust. People call these things mental illnesses, but I mean, maybe he has some disorders, but that's not the core of actually what's going on. The core is his ability to latch on to his own perception. And it made him a billionaire. It worked. And he would not have been as successful as he is if it weren't for his ability to go, I'm going to do it that way, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. This is a trait that gets you the big success. It gets you the massive scale. It makes you highly attractive to your partner. It's a charisma game. That's the real insanity of it all, is this whole believe in yourself thing. If you believe in yourself 100% and you have a 50% chance, then it'll make it 60. And so most people are afraid to let go of the compulsion of indecision because they think if they do, then they're going to mess up. They're going to start making bad decisions. But if you are consciously implementing a decision-making practice, you no longer have the need for the indecision. Because the checks that indecision do for you are being done as a process.